Thank you for calling Online Freight Services. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time.
Thank you for calling MSP Logistics. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Thank you for calling EasyAutoship.com, a premium auto transport service.
Hi, thank you for calling Smart Talk Transport.
Thank you for calling Avenger Logistics. If you know the extension of the person you wish to speak with, you can dial it at any time.
Thank you for calling Elite Auto Shipping. For a free quote, press 1.
Welcome to Tron Transport. If you know your party's extension number, you can dial it at any time, or please remain on the line for assistance.
Thank you for calling King of Freight. If you know your party's extension, dial it now.
Thank you for calling ATS Logistics and Sureway Transportation.
Thank you for calling Landstar Ranger DCM Agency and DCM Logistics. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time.
Thank you for calling Jones Transport. This call may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
Thank you for calling Northern Michigan Brokerage. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time.
Thank you for calling Online Freight Providers. If you are calling about a posted load, thank you for calling DSB Road. I'm currently helping other callers.
Welcome to Arrowhead Transportation Services. If you know your party's 3-digit extension, you may dial it at any time during this message.
Thank you for calling Quality Logistics. For available freight or driver check calls.
Thank you for calling. You have reached the businesses of CSC Express, University Corp., and Buckeye Warehouse.
Thank you for calling Reliable Transportation Solutions. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time.
Thank you for calling ARPCO. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now.
Thank you for calling C.H. Robinson, your premier global logistics provider.
Thank you for calling John Christner Trucking. If you know your party's extension,
Thank you for calling Interstate Transport. If you are a carrier inquiring about available freight opportunities,
Thank you for calling Worldwide Express. Please choose one of the following options.
Thank you for calling Integrity Express Logistics. If you know your party's extension.
Thanks for calling American Logistics Group. This call may be recorded for quality assurance. Thank you for calling Megacorp Logistics, your premier provider of transportation services, moving what matters most. Thank you for calling ST Freight. You may enter the extension of the person you wish to reach.
thank you for calling RLS Logistics. You have reached our freight brokerage office.
Thank you for calling the USA Division of Scotland Group of Companies, your #1 coast-to-coast perishable carrier.
Thank you for calling Surge Transportation. For dispatch and operations, dial 1.
Thank you for calling Fresh Freight. If you are a driver or a carrier, please press 1.
Thank you for calling GIX Logistics. For dispatch, press 1.
Thank you for calling Jillamy Inc., authorized agent for Mode Transportation.
Thank you for calling Global Trans Salt Lake City, formerly Apex Logistics Group. Please be advised your call is recorded for quality and training purposes.
Thanks for calling Soften Logistics. Please note our options have changed.
Thank you for calling Legion. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now.
Thank you for calling Top Tank Transport. Your call may be recorded or monitored for quality assurance.
Thank you for calling Longship. This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
You have reached One Source Freight, your logistics service provider.
Welcome to Camway Transportation, delivering excellence one load at a time.
Thank you for calling Navajo Expedited. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now.
Thank you for calling LG Logistics. Press 1 if you're a customer.
Thank you for calling Carol Fulmer Logistics in St. Petersburg, Florida. For English, press 1.
Hello, and thank you for calling XPO Logistics Montgomery office. If you know your party's extension.
Hello, and thank you for calling Drew Freight Services, Elk Grove.
Thank you for calling Emerge. If you know your party's extension, you may dial that at any time.
Thank you for calling Schneider Transportation Management Carrier Services. Your call may be recorded for quality purposes.
Thank you for calling MW Logistics. We look forward to assisting you. If you know the extension of the person you wish to reach, please enter it now.
Thank you for calling UTI Transport Solutions. Our hours of operation from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time.
Thank you for calling Proactive Performance Logistics. If you know your party's extension.
Thank you for calling Fitzmark. Your party's extension has changed.
Thank you for calling Molo Solutions. All calls may be recorded for quality assurance.
Thank you for calling Luxor Transportation. If you know your party's extension, please enter it now.
You have reached Schramm Logistics Solutions. If you know your party's extension, you can dial it now.
Thank you for calling TMS, Transportation Management Solutions. Please listen closely as our menu has changed.